Alright, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Washington franchise, and this is week 2 right here, and I have yet, at the time of the recording, to edit and post week 1, so I haven't looked at any of the comments or anything, but here we are in week 2. Sorry about that. I'm just kind of itchy to hop back in after a loss. You know what I'm saying? It's frustrating, that's for sure. But we are gonna kind of hop right into it compared to last week. Like I said, we're just gonna kind of skim through the roster and see who we're going against. We're going against Jared Goff as the quarterback, DeAndre Swift at the running back, Jason, don't know him, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, DJ Chark Jr., Josh Reynolds, and Quintus Cephas. Tight end, you got TJ Hawkinson, who is an absolute beast, by the way. James Mitchell. Left tackle, Taylor Decker, not a problem. I mean, they have a pretty good, solid O-line. Left end, Charles Harris, ain't going to be a problem. Surprised they don't put in Akora. This he looks pretty alright. Aiden Hutchinson, the second round pick. Defensive tackle, McNeil, not very familiar with him, but a young player. Jared Davis, Alex, not very familiar. Malcolm Rodriguez. And the cornerbacks, Mike Hughes, Amani Aurore, if that's how you pronounce it. Not exactly sure. Jeff Okuda, Will Harris, Jerry Jacobs, and A.J. Parker. Not a half bad cornerback crew. Definitely one we could throw on. Tracy Walker and Deshaun Elliott, who was actually injured. So Kirby Joseph is gonna be subbing in for Elliott. And I'm pretty sure we're seeing a few other injured starters. But we won't be getting too much into that. We'll just look at the IL list real quick, and we will be looking at our own. So here we go. We have Jeremy Rivas, Chase Young, and Castro Fields, which the only one that's really hurting us right now is going to be Chase Young. He's going to be out for the next 3 weeks. Hopefully he gets better. Hopefully he's still the same. Hopefully this isn't an everyday occurrence that happens. I will really love to have Chase Young on the team and just to develop him. He is a young superstar, and yeah, we're definitely seeing how the team plays without him. But let's go ahead and look at the Lions. As they have Deshaun Elliott, DJ Chark Jr., Taylor Decker, Amani Aurore, and A.J. Parker. 2 corners are out, a left tackle, a wide receiver, and a strong safety. That is the starting strong safety. Second, I think that's wide receiver 3. But this is where we could take advantage. 29 weeks, by the way. Dang. Torn pectoral. Dang. That's anything that says torn in this game automatically means 25 plus weeks. If you guys did not know that. But yeah, that's gonna suck for them. But they have not much depth in the corners anymore as they used to. So definitely gonna be throwing on them. Definitely gonna be tiring him out. And let's get into the season game. As here we can see the stats for a second. Jared Goff, not looking intimidating at all. DeAndre Swift, he kind of drippy, you know what I'm saying? He kind of got that. TJ Hawkinson. As we are out here in Detroit. Not very familiar with the stadium name at all. Never thought we'd ever be playing here. I wasn't very familiar with their schedule, but here we are. Commanders, Lions. So here we are into the game, Detroit and Washington. Not a rivalry whatsoever. Definitely 2 of the lower end scales of in terms of teams. of this year. It ain't gonna be no shootout. It ain't gonna be no 54-51 game. Those days for Jared Goff are over. He had that one time against Kansas City, and that's gonna be the only good game he's gonna be part of. As Detroit is gonna be kicking it off down to us as 28-35. That Charger game right there. That right there was a good one. Let's hope we can say the same thing about us. And we are going to return this out of the backfield. Dotson sees a lane, but it is quickly met up at the 22-yard line. Out comes the man himself, Mr. Mid, Carson Wentz. 28 for 46, a lot of passing attempts. 2 touchdowns, 407 yards. Definitely could be on pace for MVP. Potentially. As he's actually split the ball up pretty evenly to all his wide receivers. First down and 10, we're going to be looking at a 5-wide formation. And we see X, Logan Thomas, as the ball is just poorly thrown. Incomplete, second down. Maybe it's better, as I kind of forgot to do that. Give me 2 seconds. That is my bad. I did not turn off my notifications on my PlayStation, so that's why that showed up. As on second down, we're going to be getting hit for a second time. We ain't going anywhere this drive right here. We got to get a pass down. Third down. We're going to be looking for McLaurin down the middle. As we hit him in stride, and that is a first down completion to Terry McLaurin. This guy's going to be bailing us out a lot this season. Let's go back to the run game. We had a lot of success with Antonio Gibson last week. We gave him a lot of carries, and he showed up. As we are going to be met at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards, actually. As you see last week's stats, 2 rushes for 85 yards. And that touchdown run. If you guys did not see that touchdown run, go ahead and check it out. It was an amazing touchdown run. Let's just say I did not expect for him to do what he did on that drive. As we're going to give it down to Gibson again, as the lanes are just not there. Third down. As Wentz lines up his offense for 5-wide formation. We're going to be looking at Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas gets open, and he catches the ball, and that is another first down. We keep the drive alive. 2 third down conversions. 2 big third down conversions. As we're going to go ahead and line up and for an inside run to Antonio Gibson. This is where this guy has shined the most. Breaks down the tackle and is quickly met. 4 yards on the gain. We figure on second down to 6. Let's set him with a little play action. We hit 2 straight runs last time. And we're going to dump that off to Gibson. And he catches the ball. But manages to get the line of scrimmage. Third down. Once again, third down situation. As Carson Wentz is going to be met in the backfield, and he luckily gets the ball thrown out in time, and that is not a fumble. 2 fumbles last week. We can't be doing that. As we are going to have to punt the ball right here. Let's go ahead and try to kick it as shallow as we can. That was not a great punt whatsoever. I didn't expect for it to only go that far. As Jared Goff is going to be taking on the field for the first time to date. His stat line. Throwing the ball like a maniac. 2 interceptions. Looking like his like the former Detroit Lion quarterback, Matthew Stafford. Not very impressive. As we are going to go ahead and be blitzing like crazy. This is how we play our game. McCain on the blitz. But it is a run down the middle. DeAndre Swift breaks the tackle. Jackson on the pursuit. Takes down DeAndre Swift, but not after 64 yards. We got smoked on the blocks. Yeah, we definitely got smoked on the blocks. Pancaked. Missed tackle. Tackling ourselves. What are we doing? We look like we don't know what we're doing on defense anymore. As we are going to line up and cover 3 formation. Hopefully we could get a stop on DeAndre Swift right now. And we can't tackle him. Just kind of lifts up his leg and we miss completely. As we're going to go ahead and shift to the right. I believe this is going to be an inside handoff to DeAndre Swift. As it's not. It's a little out route TJ or Monty St. Brown. And that is a touchdown. They did that with ease. Not much effort. We just got torched on defense. 2 plays. Or 3 plays. My bad. Yeah, we are definitely missing Chase Young. As we are going to elect to return this one more time. And we see that edge. We missed one and we step out of bounds. But we weren't going to go anywhere anyways. 23-yard line. We had potential on that one. I felt like we had a lot of potential. Carson Wentz going to be taken onto the field for the second time already. It's only been the first 5 minutes. It's already 7-0, and we started with the ball. That is not a good thing. Antonio Gibson, 3-yard gain. I feel like we're gonna get open somewhere in here. Terry McLaurin cooks as he hits the edge. And they do end up catching up to him. There is no open lane down on the edge. He couldn't outrun him. But Terry McLaurin getting open down the middle. Almost a sack play. Good job by Terry McLaurin for beating his defender. That is a first down on the 46-yard line. We're going to be handing the inside zone off to Antonio Gibson. That guy tripped, but number 97 just completely breaks his tackle out of nowhere. Okay. We're going to give another one to Gibson. Gibson are we just not going to block that middle linebacker? I feel like every single time they run the ball, they always have somebody come out on the O-line and block the second middle linebacker. But for us, it feels like we just never could do that. As we're going to pass on 3rd down and 5. And now it looks like X is open and is nearly intercepted. Carson Wentz did not see the linebacker as it was man coverage. And 4th down and 5. We should elect to punt, but I think we're going to be a little risky around here. We're going to go ahead and go in slant formation. Open down the middle. Dotson! And that is a dot to Mr. Dotson right there. Carson Wentz. Very tight window. Nearly deflected. As they came in sending heat. We had to quickly throw it out of the way. We're going to go ahead and put Dotson on the streak as well. It's Curtis Samuel, and it is nearly intercepted again. We may have to up that interception rating because they seem to be dropping it a lot. The 2nd down and 10, we're going to go ahead and throw the ball again to Antonio Gibson. Antonio Gibson is going to be met, but not after he makes 5 yards. Now there's an injury on Detroit. Third down and 5. We are going to go ahead and play action boot. As we see X coming down the middle. Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas for about 20 so yards. 18 yards to be exact. Moving the chains is what he did. As you see, Billie Jean, very impressed with that. Carson Wentz on the weak side managed to get the pass down. It's first down and goal. We're going to go ahead and run with Antonio Gibson. Antonio Gibson blocks get shed and break. We just can't seem to hold our blocks is what it comes down to with Antonio Gibson and his run game. We can't seem to hold up those blocks. There's first down and 10. Or second goal. Second goal. We decide to throw the ball away. Carson, 7 for 13. A lot of passes. We can't quite trust our O-line to block for Gibson, so we've been having to elect to do the next best thing. As that is thrown right to him, yeah, we're going to have to definitely upper up those sliders. Because they are missing everything. Dotson, incomplete. I felt like we had him. If we weren't getting blitzed, if the O-line would have held up, we could have had it. Oh, you're joking with me. It is overthrown. I left my zone because I thought he was going to throw it out a little bit earlier, but he didn't. As it's now second down and 10, Jared Goff finally throwing an incompletion. Not like he threw much of completions. As TJ Hawkinson's going to be boxed. Curl! Did not come up with the interception. You're kidding me. That was free. Infield fly rule right there. If fair, batter is out. Unfortunately, we didn't do the batter is out part. As that is a catch to number 8 and Josh Reynolds looking like prime Megatron out there. Calvin Johnson is just back on the team apparently. First down and 10 for the Detroit Lions. And DeAndre Swift getting a lot of blocks. Antonio Gibson on the sideline looking kind of jealous right now. He's definitely jealous. A lot of blocks, a lot of pancakes on this amazing defensive line. This offensive line just got fed something else. As you can see, the reaction on Antonio Gibson's face is like, wow, man, dude, where are my blocks? Where are my blocks like when I'm out there running, man? See, look at, he's frustrated. He's frustrated. This guy is jealous. That is now first down and 10 for the Detroit Lions as they go out for a pass. That looks like it's going to be a cut down straight to the middle. Curl! Another drop. Curl had another interception in his hands and he just misses it. Second down and 10. We should be having the ball right now. That's for sure. As Holm with another hit stick. If you guys missed the hit stick that he had in week 1, that was nasty. It was nasty. As it is third down and 4. And they are elected to go 5 wide. And it is just a missed pass. Williams. Looking a lot like Curl right now. Cannot catch the ball. And they are going to elect to go for a field goal. Detroit. Straight down the middle. No doubt about it. So they make it 7-10. A lot of not catching the ball happened on that drive. Also, Jared Goff looking like prime Michael Vick out here. As Dotson gets met up at the 22-yard line. Carson Wentz will once again take on the floor. But will he be passing? No, we will be handing it off to Antonio Gibson. Let's see if Antonio Gibson can get fired up after seeing all those blocks. As he hits to the right side, he says, if they cannot block for me, I will create my own lane. As that was a 4-yard gain. We have an option. We're going to hand off to Gibson. Gibson, 2-yard gain. We are not moving anywhere. At 3rd down and 4, we're going to go ahead and try one more time to Gibson. Gibson cutting through his linebacker, and he is just short. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. 0-10 to score. DeAndre Swift on just 2 runs, outperforming Gibson's about 10 run game. Gibson, 1st down. Very risky, but I felt like we could make it on 4th down and inches. Just a few inches away. That's all it was. If we couldn't make that, I don't know how we're going to make playoffs. 1st down and 10 on Detroit's 34-yard line. Boot action. McLaurin, toe tap. It is complete to Terry McLaurin. 8 for 16 for 103 yards. Not too hot. Not too hot. Carson Wentz, you need to be seeing a little better from you. As we're going to hand it off to Gibson again. Great blocks. That's probably the best blocking that Antonio Gibson has gotten all game long. As that was a gain of 8 yards. His longest gain of the day. As Gibson's going to be taking a little bit of a rest. Throw that out. McLaurin. He is inbounds and goes out of bounds. At the 18-yard line. A lot of boot action. We're able to do that whenever we run the ball as much as we do. 1st down and 10. I see one-on-one with Terry McLaurin. McLaurin! Touchdown! We saw one-on-one with our best wide receiver, and we took it. 18-yard touchdown for Terry McLaurin. Great drive by the guys. As Carson Wentz is looking like a little like Derek Carr. And that's not a great thing. He's only looking towards one wide receiver this entire time. But it worked. It worked for right now. As a point after will be good. 7-10. It only took 2 minutes and 58 on 3 passing attempts and 3 rushing attempts. Or maybe 4 rushing attempts. I don't remember. As they are gonna elect to take the touchback. And they will take it down to the 25-yard line. Jared Goff looking like prime Michael Vick, like I said earlier. This guy has been on point. We're going to go down to man coverage. It is a handoff. DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift breaks the tackle, but is shortly met after that tackle. 2nd down and 10. As he throws that overhead to Javonte Williams. Jared Goff, risky throw. Williams got us on a little, what would you call that? A double route. Stopped and then went up. As TJ Hawkinson loses his man. Mayo can't stay on Hawkinson and he gets torched. As now it is 1st down and 10. Washington defense can't seem to make a stop anywhere. As they're going to go ahead and motion in. We are going to run commit. DeAndre Swift met in the backfield for the first time. That is a TFL for Daron Payne. Daron Payne, the Payne train. As now it's 2nd down and 10. Jared Goff, single back formation. As he throws to the out route for William, but cannot make it. Bad throw by Jared Goff. We got bailed out right there. As now it's 3rd down and 11. We're going to go ahead and go cover 2 sky. We're going to go ahead and go into spread formation. spread pass formation, and the ball is thrown. Could have been, they could have been a play made right there, but it would have been a crazy play if so. Not expecting too much. 4th down and 11. Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions, they got boxed up when it came to the red zone. Good job, Washington defense, as they make the field goal to make it 7-13. This ain't bad. We could still make a comeback. As Dotson's gonna come out of the backfield, great blocks, but just cannot make it anywhere. Down to the 20-yard line. Antonio Gibson, 12 rushes for 41 yards, 3.4 per carry. Not exactly what you would like to see, but it's what he has. As we're going to go ahead and inside run. We're going to stick to it. They have their linebackers up. If we make it past them, that's it. As we do, it's Terry McLaurin with the block. Antonio Gibson. 16-yard gain. I am stuttering because I'm shook. Antonio Gibson for a 10+ yard gain? This is insane. As we're going to go ahead and play action boot off to the right. And we are met in the backfield. 2 blockers. And not one could stop me. Number 53. Man. Breaks through him and 76, or right tackle. Just too oblivious to realize he was not blocking anybody. He was wondering why his job was pretty easy that round. As we're going to go ahead and another boot action, and they do not fall for it again. Harris. Just having the time of his life right now. As the right tackle is just going to be losing the starting position just right now. We're going to go ahead and go to the depth chart and yeah, Cosme, I'm sorry, but dang, we're really that low. Well, I guess you get to keep your starting position, but I'm definitely going to be looking for somebody to replace you in the draft. 3rd down and 6. We are going to go ahead and just block with Gibson right away. We're going to throw one-on-one. Terry McLaurin. McLaurin makes out the catch. Sadly, it is too short. 4th down and 6. What a catch by Terry McLaurin. Way to hang onto that ball. That is a hard play. That is a hard play to make. Redirects his whole body. An amazing play, but sadly it's not enough. As we are going to kick it off to the Detroit Lions. Way is going to do a sky kick. 35-yard line. Lions, 1st down and 10 on their own 35-yard line. DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift finds the lane. And he is wrapped up at the 50. 49-yard line, actually. We can't seem to do anything against this run. They're too good on the blocking. We don't have the right linebackers to cover this. As they are going to go back down to DeAndre Swift. McCain misses. And that is another 1st down for DeAndre Swift. 6 for 110 yards. We are getting humiliated. Absolutely humiliated. As they're going to go 5 wide. We're going to go ahead and go man coverage on 5 wide. As it looked like that was trying to be thrown to TJ Hawkinson. TJ Hawkinson being held up. No pass interference called. We'll take it. We'll take it. 2nd down and 10, single back formation. As Josh Reynolds. That was to where he can only catch it. Good job by Jared Goff on throwing that ball. But now it's 1st down and goal. They're going to do a toss down to DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift is too strong. He is babying everybody on our team. He cannot be wrapped up. Second down and goal. Davis. I was too late. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. I had the reaction of an old man and just could not make it. Just could not make the play. That was completely my fault right there as Detroit lines up for the extra point. Holmes coming off of the edge. Just cannot make it in time. Good try by Holmes to try to block that field goal, but does not make it in time. Detroit up 20-7. As Dotson's gonna take it out and is met up at the 17-yard line. Malafanu with the tackle. Terry McLaurin, 6 receptions for 116 yards and a touchdown. McLaurin definitely stepped up today. As we're gonna go ahead and go forwards. Carson Wentz. Logan Thomas. Open Logan Thomas and misses the ball. Logan. You're kidding me. As we're going to go second down and 10. We're going to go straight to the slants. Straight to triangle. Dotson. As Trey Turner is now injured for Washington Commanders. That was a 9-yard gain by Dotson. Third down and 1. We're going to go ahead and go inside run. Straight to Antonio Gibson. And Gibson breaks the tackle and gets 3 yards on the gain. Antonio Gibson, 14 for 60. As we're going to go ahead and sub out Turner. Looks like he's going to be out for a while. We're going to go another inside run with Antonio Gibson. Gibson hits the outside. He gets 5 yards off that. Antonio Gibson looking like he's kind of starting to fire up. We put out Jared Cook. 2 tight end formation. We throw that to Antonio Gibson. Hard cut. Diving. First down. Antonio Gibson putting his body out there to get the first down. Good job, Antonio Gibson. As we hit the 2-minute warning. We're kind of just zooming through this game. Like I said, I'm not going to be taking my time like I did with last week. As we're going to go ahead and throw that to Terry McLaurin. McLaurin does not break the tackle, so it'll be where he got contact. And that is a 9-yard gain. Terry McLaurin, 126 yards off of just 7 receptions. Fantasy owners going crazy right now. Carson Wentz is going to go for another throw. This time to Samuel. Check down to Samuel. About a 9-yard gain to Samuel. Washington moving the ball right now, that's for sure. But it's through the air. As this time around, they're going to do it through the ground. Gibson finds a lane. Gains about 5 yards off of that. And quite frankly, I think he takes that anytime. As we're going to go ahead and do another play action. And we get met in the backfield. We just cannot hold up on play action. They sent another linebacker, but offensive line just can't hold up. As we are looking at 3rd down and 12, we are looking to try to get into field goal position. As we throw that down to Dotson. Dotson catches the ball on the sideline. Does not go out of bounds, but makes the play that we need. Good job. We're going to send out Terry McLaurin out on the street. We're going to see what they do. Throw down. Gibson. Gibson breaks the tackle. Makes a man miss. 10-yard gain. Another first down for Washington. Antonio Gibson making people miss. These are grown men. These aren't kids. And he's making them miss. And Carson Wentz throws. Very inaccurate. Wow, we're getting lucky on these not being interceptions right now. Man, I could tell you right now, we have about 4 or 5 I believe that should have been an interception. We're going to motion out Dotson out to the right. Dotson. We're going to throw that down to Logan Thomas, and Logan Thomas cannot make the play on the ball. It's better off that he didn't. Time would have been running again. Things would have been bad. 3rd down and 10. We're looking to pass once again. We're throwing that down to Gibson. Gibson being held up. Gibson couldn't run around him. And I think we got to go for this. We need a touchdown. We need a touchdown off this drive. Gibson down the middle. Touchdown, Antonio Gibson. Number 24 making plays for us down into the red zone. Shout out to the offensive line for holding up right there. Carson Wentz could have easily have ran that, but elects to throw the ball instead. Smart decision by Carson Wentz. As Taylor Heineke, the elite placement kicker, laces out. Now it is 14-20, Washington. With 12 seconds left, let's see what the Detroit Lions decide to do, as they will elect to return this kick, and no pop out, and it looks like they're gonna just try to run it out. Let's hope that we could stop DeAndre Swift this time around, as he gets wrapped up, and it looks like they will be taking this to the halftime. I'll let the game do it from here on out. I'll see you guys after halftime. Peace. Welcome back, and quite frankly, doing the throw it short is not really working out too well for us. We're going to go ahead and do the inside run. I feel like we need to up our run game, and we are going to start defending the inside run, because as of right now, DeAndre Swift is killing us. 120 yards off of just about 8 attempts. That's embarrassing, as Detroit elects to take a touchback. Jared Goff, looking at the field again, has a lot of talent around him. Quite frankly, I don't think he's that guy, but he's just like Carson Wentz. Mid. That's all we can say about him. As he's going to do a handoff to DeAndre Swift. McCain! Good job by McCain to make the tackle, assisted in the end. But Lions' offensive line is on crack right now, because these guys are locking up the whole defensive line right now. As Holm makes a great tackle. That is a loss of a yard. Second time DeAndre Swift has been met in the backfield. Once on a pass play and once on a rushing attempt. As it'll be second down and 11. as home tackles down DeAndre Swift, but not after he gains about roughly 10 yards. It is 3rd down in inches, and we just can't full on commit to the rush right here. Otherwise, they can easily get, as you can see, it's a play action. Play action down to the fullback. Fullback makes a great play. 1st down and 10. As Bostic just did not follow his man coverage. And DeAndre Swift, another 7-yard gain. We really can't seem to stop this guy. We're struggling. So we're going to go ahead and use our Jonathan Allen. And Fuller is, I press triangle to try to at least make an attempt on the ball, but no attempt whatsoever as Fuller gets smoked by Josh Reynolds. Curl, great pass deflection, great play, prevents the two-point conversion. Detroit scores 6 on that drive, making it 14-26. What can Washington do as Dawson goes out and picks up about 19 yards? Washington heading out on the field once again. Gonna go on inside with Antonio Gibson. Great blocks. Antonio Gibson, 7-yard gain. 8-yard gain, actually. This guy is getting pumped right now. Billie Jean. Billie Jean looks very impressed by that run. Great blocks all around. Everybody played well. So we're going to go ahead and play action fake to Logan Thomas. Not to Logan Thomas. To Antonio Gibson. Samuel comes out with the catch. Contact as he was in midair. Comes down with it. Samuel, as he now hits the ground. What is going on? This guy. This guy's about to go down like Ricky Bobby. Going down in flames. As Gibson going to get another inside run. Cannot outrun the linebacker right there. 3-yard gain. 2nd down and 7. We're going to go ahead and go down to another inside run. Safety comes up as he gets absolute smoked by the second guy. And it's now 3rd down and 1. Antonio Gibson, 91 rushing yards. We're going to go ahead and go with him again. Great blocking. Antonio Gibson still on his feet. Finally gets wrapped up, but not after picking up a 1st down and more. Antonio Gibson, 20 for 95 yards. Almost 5 yards per a pop. That is what we were talking about. This is what we needed. We needed Antonio Gibson to play better. Obviously, we need to give him the plays to make him play better. As you can see, great blocking. Another 5-yard pickup. 21 yards, 21 rushes for 100 yards. This is not bad. So we're going to go ahead and go back to Gibson one more time. As we see the inside, he gets popped and he pops up the ball. No. Antonio Gibson fumbles the ball on what would have been a 1st down. Lions recovered. Lions with all the momentum in the world. As they do a jet sweep pass. Justice out here with the contact and gets a assist for half a tackle. 2nd down and 5. As alright, what is this? Jump in front. We're just allowing TJ Hawkinson to have that? No. 1st down and 10. Detroit. They're going to go ahead and pass it once again. Up the middle. He's just throwing it to us, and we're just not making the right reads. Amon St. Brown. 1st down. Detroit Lions with another 1st down. and 10 situation coming up as they're going to go ahead and run out to the right as he cuts down to the middle, but he is met. Josh Sweat finally making a play for the Washington Commanders. 2nd down and 9. As that one is thrown down to Josh Reynolds. Good play by number 25 to stop him right there. No more than 3 yards. 3-yard gain. It's 3rd down and 6. Washington desperately needs a stop right here. If possible, a turnover. If possible, a turnover. Fuller cannot make up with the catch. Josh Reynolds elected to play more as a defensive back than a wide receiver on that play, as Jared Goff throws up a terrible pass. Fuller cannot come down with the ball. They still get a field goal. What could have been a turnover on downs, or not a turnover on downs, excuse me. A turnover ended up being a field goal, as Dotson is gonna take the fair catch. Gibson now with a fumble on his stat sheet. Not what you want to see. As we're going to go ahead and change it up. We're going to go ahead and go with the... Go ahead and try to move the ball through the air. This time around. Cook open, but cannot get the pass off in time. Cook, you need to hit your route a little sooner. Cook took his sweet time with that one. It's now 2nd down and 10. Terry McLaurin, open, down the middle. McLaurin for good about 14 yards. 1st down, Washington. Now on 1st down and 10. Lions look like they're in a heavy formation, but we don't care. We're going to run it. Robinson Jr., and he does not make it anywhere. As you're going to go ahead and look at the draft. We just do not care. 2nd down and 10. Looks like this could be man press. We're going to throw it up to our best wide receiver, Terry McLaurin. McLaurin almost makes a play on that. Looked like a late hit. No call. As now, 3rd down and 10. McLaurin setting out for this play right here. A circle. Samuel cannot make the play. Late breakup. As we desperately are in need of a play right now. 4th down and 10. Carson Wentz. Sims open, hits the floor. Make sure that he secures that catch. 1st down and 10. Washington. Carson Wentz making a play when it's desperately needed. As we're going to go ahead and run the ball with Antonio Gibson once again. As he cuts in. Gets hit quite a few times before getting hit down. 1st down and 10. Antonio Gibson taking that for about 14 yards. Or 10 yards, my bad. Washington 1st down. 1st down and 10. Carson. As we're trying to throw it down the triangle, but triangle gets held up. Antonio Gibson cannot make it past the offensive line. It's held up. Wentz's read went down to flames as Gibson cannot make it past the offensive line. As now we have Dotson down the middle. Quick slant. 14-yard gain for Dotson. As now 16 seconds left on the clock. Will they snap the ball? Is the question. Washington snaps. Down the middle. Thomas. Inaccurate throw. Carson Wentz. Where are you throwing it? As it's now 4th down and 2. Logan Thomas. Wide open. Just cannot make down the throw. As it's thrown to Dotson. Dotson comes up with the play. Number 34, Alfonso just could not make the play on the ball. Washington now has a 1st down. First down and 10. This is the red zone. And we are in the middle of crunch time. Samuel does a double move, but just takes way too long on his double move. 2nd down and 10. Carson Wentz, single back. Throws it down to Gibson. That's the play that made the touchdown. 9-yard gain. It's 3rd down and inches. Charles going down. This offensive line is slowly depleting as we speak. As Carson Wentz makes a quick throw. Touchdown to Jared Cook. I forgot our quarterback's name because I almost wanted to get rid of him for a good minute. But Carson Wentz. Touchdown. Touchdown number 3 in the day for him. His stat line's not looking too bad. Just can't make the plays when we seem to need to. As the point after attempt will be looking good. Heineke laces out. We don't want another Ray Finkel situation out here. As it is now 21-29. Washington looking to try to make a comeback against Detroit. This would be a big win if they can make it. And it looks like they're going to do a touchback. Detroit on their 25-yard line. As DeAndre Swift, 151 rushing yards, 4 reception yards for a total of 155. Not many plays. Really not many plays. As it's 1st down and 10, Detroit with 11 minutes on the clock. It is a fresh 4th quarter. As Josh Reynolds just makes that play right there. Gets the catch and makes the 1st down. A little late to try to make a play right there. Just late. As they're going to run with DeAndre Swift once again, but he is met for only a 2-yard gain. 13 attempts for 155 yards. I believe that's what that said. We're getting smoked out here. 2nd down and 10. We're going to go ahead and go in man coverage as DeAndre Swift gets the ball, and he is met for a 1-yard gain. 14 rushes for 154 yards. Starting to meet his maker. As now it is 3rd down and 7. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and pass the ball. Reynolds beats Fuller. What are we doing? Josh Reynolds just absolutely clobbers Kendall Fuller. What are we doing? Kendall Fuller, if you look on this right side, I don't understand. I don't understand. I told him to play the outside, and Kendall Fuller looking like she wants to be traded from this Washington defense. Man, he's like the last person I'd expect to be doing this bad. As Dotson's going to go ahead and take it out. And fumbles the ball! Hang on to the ball! Come on! 1st down and 10, Detroit. And it looks like the game's just about over after that turnover. As DeAndre Swift fumbles the ball, but they come up with it! Linebacker just misses the ball. We had our chance. They gained positive yards off of that. 2nd down and 5, Detroit. As just nobody's going to cover him? Come on. Amon St. Brown. 7-yard gain. 8-yard gain. My bad. You guys can hear the announcer in the background shortly. This guy's just correcting me. Jared Goff going to go ahead and throw. TJ Hawkinson open on the right side. We just could not. We got hit by somebody. We couldn't make it in time. As Detroit lines up for the extra point, and And we're going to have a talk about fumbling the ball and how to recover fumble recoveries. As Dotson's going to take a knee this time around. Not feeling very confident. Detroit looking like they just walked away with a W. As they go ahead and press up. We go ahead and throw it to Dotson. Dotson cannot make the catch. He's been making that all day. They go cover 3. We just can't make a play. That's 2nd down and 10. We're going to go ahead and throw that to McLaurin. McLaurin makes the catch. 10-yard gain. If they're going to keep on going three deep, yeah, I'm about to say, if they keep on going 3 deep, we'll gladly take those 3 yards. Gibson, open down the middle. Gibson makes a man miss. Actually takes his legs. Gibson, good enough for a 1st down. As we're going to go ahead and go 5 wide. Open, down the middle. Dotson. Dotson cannot make up with the catch. Carson Wentz has too much of a noodle arm to make that throw in time. As we're going to go ahead and throw a check down to Samuel. Samuel, nearly a 1st down. 3rd down and inches. We are just rushing as fast as we can to try to make something happen. We need a touchdown. 1st down and 10. Carson Wentz gonna go ahead and throw the ball. Throw off sack. They have like nobody blitzing. Just their line. Come on, you guys. The left tackle gets destroyed. Come on. Okora's not that great. You only have to guard 1 guy. 3rd down and 20. Carson Wentz taken down 2 straight times in a row. Dotson, open. Makes the catch. 1st down and 10. We need to be holding up these blocks. If we can't hold up the blocks, we're not going to win. Gibson. Bad throw, just DB knows to look that he's right there. DB knows he's right there. Doesn't even have to look his way, he just knows. As we're gonna go ahead and throw a sideline throw down to Samuel or Dotson, I don't even know. We're just throwing the ball around here. Because that was to Dotson. We're gonna go ahead and run with him. McKisnick, good enough for a 1st down. Carson Wentz going to be looking to try to get his 3rd touchdown of the day. As our own wide receiver prevents us from catching the ball. This team has officially just given up. As throw down to McLaurin as the linebacker just knows where we're throwing the ball. Goes down straight to McLaurin. What can you say when McLaurin's the only guy on this team with touchdowns? That's what you're going to be just assuming that the ball's going to. As Carson Wentz is going to try to take the ball and gets a 1-yard gain. Frustrating match. That's what this is for me. A tough, frustrating match. As the right tackle, and is that a face mask? That is looking like a face mask call. As the offense gets bailed out, and we have another opportunity at getting a touchdown. Is this going to put us back in the game? Potentially. Do I think it is? Probably not. As Washington makes a touchdown, Jahan Dotson. We're just getting clobbered. This is an absolute fucking slugfest. Dotson comes out with the reception, but is not in the end zone. 2-point conversion fails, and we're going to have to go for the onside kick. Wade's going to go ahead and kick it, and we can't come up with the ball. Perfectly kicked, just a little too much power. As Detroit's going to get the ball. Once again, we're going to go ahead and go pinch. And they, surely enough, hand it off to DeAndre Swift. But what do you know? Our linebackers getting clobbered off the defensive line. Clobbered. It's like Jonathan Allen and these guys don't exist. Montez Sweat, Deron Payne. These guys are just babies to this offensive line of the Lions. As McCain makes a tackle on DeAndre Swift. We need the safety to come up and help us with this. This is depressing. As finally the defensive line makes a play onto DeAndre Swift. 2nd down and 8. As we're going to make him think. We're going to go ahead and call a timeout right here. And we're going to try to prevent DeAndre Swift from getting a first down. DeAndre Swift instead gets about 5 yards. And what should have been only about a 2-yard gain comes up with about actually 4. And we hit the 2-minute warning. And DeAndre Swift hits the corner. How do we not tackle him right there? Make an attempt. Make an attempt, at least. He just looked at him. As you can see right here. Just looks at him. Doesn't even make an attempt. Man, our defense is depressing, man. Detroit with another touchdown as we could absolutely destroy this game. This is absolutely sickening. Our defense is not looking like it's it. We may have to fire a defensive coach. Get a new one. As Dotson going to be met at the 20-yard line. And that looks like it's going to be about game. We're going to go ahead and try and get some stats up for some of our offensive players. But that's all we can do. As Gibson going to get about a 18-yard gain right there. As it is a first down for the Washington Commanders. We should not be losing this badly. Coming into this, I expected a lot less from the offense and a lot more from the defense. And we're getting a lot more from the offense and a lot less from the defense. Is all I have to say. McLaurin making the catch, going to the outside, goes out of bounds. McLaurin still trying to make something happen for his team. First down and 10. As we're going to throw it down to McLaurin once again. McLaurin catches the ball, but they end up popping out the ball. 2nd down and 10. Dotson making the catch, trying to go out of bounds, cannot quite. We can't even quick huddle. First down and 10. Throw down middle. Dotson cannot make it. We're going to go ahead and call a timeout right there. And we are going to try to give Antonio Gibson a touchdown. As he didn't have bad of a performance, just that one fumble. And maybe he doesn't deserve it because he can't seem to get past that. 2nd and goal. And we're just getting met in the backfield. Antonio Gibson had a chance on this first attempt. Just cannot make the play happen. 3rd down and goal. We'll see what can happen right here for Antonio Gibson. As he hits the outside. Stiff arm. Baby him. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown. As this touchdown does not matter. at all. Two-point conversion good to Jared Cook. Jared Cook, not the big off-signing season that we honestly did not expect at all for him to be. As we now make the score 35-50, and that looks like it's going to be game. Washington loses for the second straight week in a row. This time to Detroit, last week to Jacksonville. Just can't seem to make plays when we need to. This defense is not playing well. You're going to be looking at a few trades towards the end of this video, that's for sure. As they walk down on the field, 35-50, Jared Goff having a game. Should have had 2 interceptions, that's for sure. We just couldn't catch him. Fuller and Curl just cannot make the interceptions, as you can see right there. That is the post-game summary. Carson Wentz throwing for a lot of yards. He played very well. As here we go. Here is the stat summary for the Washington Commanders. Carson Wentz, passer rating of 108, 37 for 61 for 492 yards, 68% pass completion, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. And here's the big one. Notice how there's no fumbles on his stat line today? That is because he did not fumble. He did not need to. His teammates did it for him. As we're going to go ahead and look at the rushing, Antonio Gibson, longest play run of the day was 15 yards, no 20-plus yards, 32 yards after contact, 2 broken tackles, 1 fumble, 1 touchdown, 4.3 per average for 114 yards on 26 attempts. Antonio Gibson not having half bad of a game. Just that fumble, the fumble really put us out of position to win the game, or put us in a bad position to win the game. And then Dotson's kick return fumble really put us out. But speaking of Jahan Dotson, 11 receptions for 143 yards, a touchdown, and 18 yards after the catch. He didn't play too bad. He had a lot of receiving yards. Longest reception was for 20 yards. Dropped the ball once. Hey, it's not that bad. Terry McLaurin, 10 receptions for 170 yards, about 17 yards per reception. He himself with a touchdown, 11 yards after the catch, and dropped 1 pass as well, and had his longest pass was 23 yards. Making also very clutch plays. A lot of unexpected contested catches. Antonio Gibson, 8 for 83, 30 yards after the catch, just was trying to be a playmaker for the team. Curtis Samuel, 4 for 40, 11 yards after the catch. He was also trying to make his own yards. Curtis Samuel didn't play too bad. Logan Thomas, you can't even blame him for the passes that he missed. Bad passes by Carson Wentz at the time. Two of them should have really been intercepted. Logan Thomas should have also had a touchdown himself. But it ends up 2 for 34. Jared Cook ends up 1 for 6. And Cam Sims, 1 for 16. Sims with a very clutch play on a 4th down and about 12. And the blocking today, horrific from Sam Cosmi. Allowed 2 sacks and just was not blocking for Antonio Gibson today. He's young. We could give him a chance. But by the looks of it, we might have to take a replacement. Lucas III with a sack and Logan Thomas with the sack. He has an excuse for... He's a tight end. The amount of pancakes, though. Jared Cook with a pancake block. This is a tight end, you guys. This is a tight end making a pancake block. Come on. The offensive line got to step up. And Andrew Norwell, 2 pancake blocks themselves and letting up no sacks. Left guard playing very well. This is what happens when you have 8 years of experience. And you're 310 pounds demon. You just don't let up sacks. And you create the blocking. Defensively, Cole had 5 tackles. William Jackson with 3. Kendall Fuller with 3. Justice with 3. I don't know. St. Justy. Benjamin. I'll just call him Benjamin. Benjamin with 2. Bobby McCain with 2. John Bostic with 2. Curl with 2. Davis with 2. And Montez Sweat with 2. Solos is what I meant to say. Now, no interceptions whatsoever. We had no sacks today. And we had 1 tackle for loss. The only TFL was from Cole Holcomb. And we need more from this defense is what we need. As you're going to see right here. In terms of pass deflections, Cameron Curl had 2. Both of those should have been interceptions. Kendall Fuller had 1. That was a great play by Kendall Fuller, but he also let up about, 10 quadrillion yards on the day. As we kicked nothing. Just extra point attempts with Joey Sile. Maybe you should have given him a few field goals. Maybe not. Who knows? As Truss Way with 2 punts for 47 yards. We didn't punt very well with him. And Jahan Dotson, total of 169 kick return yards, average 21.1. Also with a fumble. Jahan Dotson not too great today. That's gonna be it for the stats, and let's go back into the menu and see about a few trades. Alright, as we look at the first means of business, we are gonna take in another middle linebacker. We're gonna go ahead and get Eric Wilson for 1 year. He's not too bad, 27 years old. Depending on how he plays this season, we could potentially sign him back. And the other person that we are going to end up signing to the team is going to be... Well, I was thinking between... just Jordan Jenkins. We're going to go ahead and sign Jordan Jenkins down to a 1-year deal because we are struggling when it comes to our linebackers right now, and we're going to go ahead and cut Max. And alright, let's just be realistic here. Let's just cut Adrian Peterson. We aren't going anywhere right now. There's no time to mess around. And we're going to go ahead and advance the week right now. Nobody's been able to get an upgrade so far. And that is honestly surprising to me. And honestly kind of sucks. Because we are struggling a lot right now, and we could use an upgrade or 2. We're actually going to look at our lineup real quick. We're going to put Dotson back up. And everybody else looks like where they're supposed to be. The morale on the offensive line, not looking good. That's for sure. It's Kendall Fuller. How old is Jackson? He's older, right? Yeah. Kendall Fuller's not too old. Just not playing too great right now. As you can see, Jenkins going to be playing right there. And we decided to get another middle linebacker. And this is probably where we're struggling most. With Chase Young gone and having our left end being whoever this guy is, James Smith Williams. It's not working. It is clearly not working for us. But the second Chase Young does come back, we will have a monster of a defensive line. Montez Sweat, Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, and Chase Young. Once he is back, this defensive line will be something else. And Cameron Curl's going to be a developing safety. Hopefully he could develop some hands, because as we've seen, he did drop 2 interception balls. One was a given. And the other one was a little tougher. The given one should have been for sure caught. And Carson Wentz, honestly, for looking at his stats right now, he's actually having pretty good season so far. 899 yards, 6 touchdowns on just 2 games right now. This could be an MVP season for Carson Wentz. And if so, Carson Wentz could potentially be our franchise quarterback. As crazy as that sounds. This is we look at stats and awards right now. Weekly awards. Carson Wentz making it to the top player of the NFC. 37 for 61, 249 or 492. I'm on crack right now. I can't read. And yeah, I mean, last week he had a pretty good game as well. Jalen Hurts just did incredible. 17 for 26 for 243 with 3 passing touchdowns. It's pretty crazy. But we're probably not going to be seeing any of our defensive players up there right now. As you see, in terms of passing yards right now, Carson Wentz is number 1. And number 3, in terms of rushing, Antonio Gibson, representing the Washington Commanders. That is what I'm talking about. A lot more carries than most people, besides Devin Singletary. He's doing better than Devin Singletary. Look at DeAndre Swift. Just had a monster game last week. 7.4 per carry. Nick Chubb had a monster week as well. This guy is about almost 100 yards above Antonio Gibson on 6 less attempts. This guy is insane. Nick Chubb. He's truly that guy. But Billie Jean off to an 0-2 start. Going to be going against Philadelphia next week. Let's go ahead and do a weekly strategy in this video real quick. See if we get any upgrades. We need to have something positive happen in this video. We are going down. This is a pretty steep downhill right now. As we finally get an upgrade. This is going to be a tandem breakout, so I'll be showing it on this one right here. Let's go ahead and challenge Curtis Samuel. Follow the leader. Terry McLaurin has earned 2,500 XP for inspiring a teammate. And get wide receiver Curtis Samuel 150 plus receiving yards against the Eagles. Bonus goal. Touchdowns with wide receiver Curtis Samuel will give him bonus rewards if his goal is completed. Does bonus goals mean potential development upgrade? That could be interesting. As the first upgrade is going to go to Jahan Dotson. Let's go ahead and upgrade his slot abilities. Hopefully that gave him some better route running. +1 awareness, 2 catching traffic, 1 plus catching, and 2 medium route. He could really use that. He's 92 speed, 94 acceleration. This guy's not bad when it comes to his speed. His route running is pretty alright. You know, he already looks like a pretty good force to reckon with. Scary Terry McLaurin. Another upgrade. Let's go ahead and upgrade his playmaker ability. That puts him up in overall in temp. It's +1 temp overall. But he's going to go ahead and have +1 break tackle, +1 catching, +2 juke move, +2 medium route, and +1 spin move. Terry McLaurin. This guy's only 25 years old. He's already a demon. 95 spectacular catch, 87 jumping. His route running is amazing, and 94 speed with 93 excel. 97 catching. He's something. As Sam Cosme gonna get another upgrade. Let's go ahead and upgrade his pass protector. That puts him up in overall. Truly playing to the 77, -1 with the morale. It doesn't say it, but he is. That's gonna be all the upgrades on this video. And yeah, gonna be going against the 2-0 Eagles. They're in our division. This is gonna be a pretty big game to play right here. If we could beat Philadelphia, we could put ourselves in a pretty good opportunity for a wild card spot, or even taking our division. It's only the beginning of the season. We could be doing these kind of things. And actually, Deron Payne. So I'm willing to give him a 4-year contract. Let's just say for $4 million with a $7 million bonus. And this offer is perfect. I can't wait until next year. Deron Payne, the Payne train. He is back, baby. That is a huge signing right there. We could stay in our defense that we have right now for a little while longer, until Jonathan Allen eventually decides to retire. Deron Payne will take a spot then. But until then, we have a monster back, and Cole wants to come back. But the contract he wants, like, he'd be like scaling down. Can we get away with this? This is exactly the offer I was hoping for. Okay. We signed back Cole. Okay. We signed back 2 of our players. Cole's pretty okay. If he could get a dev trade up, definitely will make a huge impact in our defense. But as of right now, he's a pretty alright player. But all he needs is that one dev trade up, and things could quickly change for him. But we are going to wrap up the video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely did not. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. It was a slugfest out there. Getting absolutely destroyed and clobbered. The fumbles, the missed throws, getting met in the backfield with Antonio Gibson. It was not fun. We're definitely missing Chase Young. But what am I saying right now? Tune into the next video, week 3 against Philadelphia Eagles. We will be hoping to shift the momentum. As you see, everybody on his defense is just kind of not happy. Besides Deron Payne, this guy's excited. He's excited about his new contract. He's gonna go out hopefully he doesn't go out to no strip clubs and become James Harden. That's what we're not hoping for. We don't want Honey Bun Man on our team right now. But I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, and have a good day.